Hello everybody, welcome back here. We're here with Zookeeper for the Nintendo DS. We're running this on the DeSmuME RetroArch core. And this is one of my favorites Match-3 games. So this came out in 2005, and this is kind of the only US release of Zookeeper, Zoo Battle. This is great. I looked at the GBA version. We're looking at the DS version, which is going to have a little bit more features. So let's rock and roll here. Start.
Select a mode.
And this is also like I believe this also has controller support, but we're on a fully functioning, powerful computer. Look at some options here.
Welcome to
Oh God,
Zookeeper.
I forgot.
Select a mode. Options.
Okay, we got difficulties and all that stuff. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Go
Select
back.
a mode.
So this is just more Zookeeper, but you know, this also looks gorgeous too. We got 2-player mode. But yeah, if you don't know what Zookeeper is, it's literally Bejeweled. Okay, I'm gonna. There we go. But yeah, this is just more Zookeeper. This is the game I do recommend if you're looking for a fun Match-3 game, and you want to dive into retro emulation on your mobile device, say an iPhone or an Android or whatever. This is, I think, the perfect game for that. You don't get a lot of good match games. Like Bejeweled is not on phones anymore. You know, the Bejeweled now on mobile phones is like a weird abomination. That is like just a Match-3 game, or like it's a like, hey, solve this, and you just kind of want to have the Match-3. You want that classic Match-3 concept that you used to get. You know, there was a game called Puzzle Quest that like swept the nation and the world for like a good solid few years, and then they muddied the water, and nobody has gone back to that well. There has been a few. There's like that redneck game that came out recently that was like, hey, we're trying to do that. It came out on PC. There's also that mobile game that was on iOS Arcade, something Hero Emblems or Hero. That was also pretty good, but it was just like, it's not hitting the itch. So this hits the itch. And so what you can do is you can play this with a mouse too. There we go. Or you can play this on a touchscreen. I play this regularly on my tablet. It's great on tablets because you just have that big huge screen, and then you just focus on the top and bottom. Or if you want to get weird with it, you can just have just like the second thing, because emulation is so great. It would be nice if somebody came back to this and said, hey, we're gonna re-release these games. Like, I'm not a fan of re-releasing games unless they are locked behind something bad. Like what Sony is doing with some of their re-releasing of like, hey, yo, we're re-releasing, you know, we're remastered this game. It's like, dog, you could still play that game. I'm also not a fan of emulating games you can buy too. Still, that one's a little shady area, but it's all about your morality. You know, it's whatever. It's all about preservation of games, because this game came out, you know, 20 years ago, and it still looks gorgeous. It still plays great because it is a simple thing, and it's just like, hey, you know, this is a great game, and I would love to like give these guys money to support them, because this is great. There again, I mentioned in my GBA video, there is a mobile version, but it's just like, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that competitive thing. I'm just looking for like a little idle game to be matching boys, matching these things. And it does such a great job of this. They re-released this game tons of times. Like, it's on GBA, it's on DS, it's on 3DS, it's on PlayStation 2, and they're all fundamentally the same game, but they all just hit great. You know, they are great games. And And that's why I'm kind of making these series of like, hey, these games are pretty good. You know, and I think recently with the rise of these console handholds, like, you know, the Steam Deck or something like an Ambernick or a Retroid Pocket or something, you can go back to these really awesome games and really have a good time. And I'll always keep on saying, like, people will bitch about, oh, there's no such thing as a good game anymore. It's like, dude, there's infinite amount of games, and they're all like, it's not hard. It's just, you just gotta find them. And I'm so glad that I stumbled upon this game, and I really hope these videos I'm making on Zookeeper, Zoo Battle, really show a light of like how interesting these games are. You know, it plays well. It hits so well. Like, I've been going on for 5 minutes, and I can still keep on talking about, like, just the visuals are so good. The GBA version too looks pretty good. This is the DS version. I am emulating this. I do not use any shaders. I have it, you know, I'm running this on a 4K OLED monitor, so it looks really crisp and all that. And it's just like, this is what you need. This is what people want. You know, we don't need Candy Crush. We don't need like 30 different Candy Crush clones, because they all kind of are boring and not fun. You know, I talk to my cousin's kids, and they're like playing this Tetris kind of clone that's like literally, what if we made Candy Crush but for Tetris? I'm just like, wow. I'm gonna log into Minecraft and just simply jump off a cliff. You know, it's kind of like that. It's just, give me the basics. Give me just a Match-3. And Puzzle Quest 2, that TOO also is a great game that they re-released it on Nintendo, and that was cool, on the Switch, and that's cool. It's like, dude, we need this on PC. Give us on PC. That PC version was cooked. It just doesn't add up much. Oh god. But yeah, what I do is load this up on my tablet. Again, if you're on an iPad, like, it's DS, it's not hard. I do recommend you guys check out RetroArch. I'll put a link in the description on where to find him. He does great emulation guides and all that. He does iOS and some Android. Again, Android's gonna be a whole lot easier because, you know, Nintendo, unless you're in Europe. If you're in Europe, then you know exactly what I'm playing, and you have no idea. Why am I watching? I'm literally playing this game right now. But it is just, I think, wild of just, hey, this game never came out to America until this, and it hits so well. You could be here for hours and all that. But it's just more Zookeeper. I would say if you're looking for a tablet experience or a phone experience, this will be your bet. Because it does offer, hey, you can have touch support with this, especially through RetroArch, and you just like make because it is just one monitor. It is just this area on the right here that you blow that up, and then, you know, there it is. There it is. And you just have fun with it, because it's hard to get going. And then you can also dabble into, like, hey, Bejeweled also came out to 3DS too. The 2DS. The Nintendo DS. And then there's also Puzzle Quest too. So a lot of great match games came out on the DS. And I'm not going to tell you how to do that stuff. There's online guides. And so anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.